Hello.
Oh, it's definitely crafty crime partner, isn't it? We're
Definitely.
solving all problems this afternoon, aren't we, Derek?
We are, absolutely. Do you know what? Debbie just solved 2 problems there. I'm not going to tell you what they were. They weren't like major world-changing problems, but she solved them like that, so calmly. You know, she doesn't need a cape or a costume or anything like that, or to be able to fly or go invisible or anything like that. Cool, calm, collected Debbie Fisher can solve anything. Welcome to Monday Makers, everyone. It's lovely to have your company. My name's Derek. If we've never met before, I sort of slip in between here, there and everywhere and pop in once a month. A bit like that candle you only get out at Christmas. That's me here at Crafters TV. It's lovely to have your company. Let's have 2 cracking hours and we've got amazing birthday deals and goodies for you. Now, where shall we start? Shall we start with just reminding you of just how good the birthday deals are and the perks of being around birthday time are for you. It's just brilliant because you're going to get double club Inspire points on absolutely every pound and dollar that you spend. That is absolutely brilliant. If you're here in the UK, it is free delivery right the way through our birthday event, which runs right the way through, I do believe, to Sunday. It's the grand finale with Ben and Sarah on Sunday. Now, there's lots and lots of free gifts along the way as well. So spend £10 or $10 and you will get today a brilliant foil stamp butterfly, which is really cool. Spend £50 or $50 or more and we will add to your butterfly and we will up it and add to it one of our brand new tricolour aqua markers in Crafters Companion Purple. If you spend £100 or $100, woo, it's like game show prizes this, isn't it? It's brilliant. Spend £100 or $100 and we will add your craft roll tote to your order as well, which is really cool, and that's exclusive to us and it's in Crafters Companion colours as well. I do believe a previous incarnation of this, I mean, they're still in absolutely hot property and still in demand and being sold on a little purple market underneath somewhere, let me tell you. Anyway, we have got how do you win? Oh yes, how do you win? What do you win? You can win one of 3 amazing goodie bags that I have got for the show. The first one is absolutely jam-packed and so are the other 2 as well. And I've got 3 of those to give away across the show as we've been doing right the way through the birthday celebration. We're not stopping now. And all you need to do is get social. And I want to know your BBBSF this afternoon. What's a BBBSF? I think you are wondering. Best birthday bargain so far. I want to know what yours is this afternoon. Get commenting on our Facebook page. I won't remember that later. Or on our YouTube stream as well. I just thought I'd say it straight away because I'll forget it later. BBBSF. See if you can remember that. So I want you to let me know in the comments and we have got those prizes to give away, of course. If you win one of our goodie bags, you'll also win a little bingo ball, which I'll put in the very high-tech bingo machine for our big grand finale draw on Sunday. In fact, what's the big hurrah on Sunday? It's another one of these, isn't it? Oh my word. Who won Sundays? That's what I want to know. Well done, whoever did, but there's another chance for you to win this Sunday as well. Anyway, listen, if we don't get started, we'll never get started. Let me show you first of all a beautiful craft kit that we have got for you, which is really super cool. And we're going to do a little out of the box with Debbie a little bit later on this one, but it's really cool. You know how good our craft boxes are, right? And this one is a total eclipse of the heart. Are you going to give us a burst of Bonnie Tyler, Debbie?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Have you heard my terrible singing voice?
I thought that was your karaoke speciality, Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Not at all.
Oh, that must just be a vicious rumour that's going around Purple Kingdom. Yeah, this is your Eclipse Stamp Craft Kit. Inside this, you have got so much. Should we have a little dive in, Johnny? Shall we have a little dive in? Debbie, grab yours, my darling.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
And let's have a little dive in, shall we? And see what we can, see what's in it. And then we'll have a look at a couple of samples and see what you can make from it as well. $24.99, whether you're talking pounds or in dollars. Now it starts, Debbie, once upon a time I was... No?
I'm not saying.
No? Okay, well...
No, that's it. So you're getting...
Oh, we got one word.
Let's unbox because this is a fabulous box. Anybody that doesn't know what an Eclipse card is, before we do anything, I'm just going to bring you just a couple of samples up. Now, you can see this sample here. Let's turn that round. It just looks like some lovely bee stamps, some really nice, but when you look into it, you've got the word bee in there. Now that has been cut out and placed back in at a really slightly shadow, and it means it's almost like that eclipse, like from the moon. It just shows those words coming through. So you get a really sort of, what's really nice about it is it makes you smile. Can you see that in there? But what happens is someone actually has to really look at the card, and that's what I like about these cards. You just look inside and you hunt for that. I mean, if we sort of turn that, look,
it's almost like a
see
magic
what I mean?
eye picture, isn't it? And then it reveals itself.
Look, so it looks like a beautiful stamped card, but you've got that eclipse in there as well.
What kind of degree of eclipse, though, are we talking, Debbie? Are we talking partial, or are we talking...
Total eclipse.
Total?
Let's have an unboxing anyway and show exactly what we're getting in there. So let's have a look. Now, in all of our boxes, you just get so much. So we're getting beautiful stamps to make your actual backgrounds. We're getting lovely matching gems, matching ribbons in 2 different sizes. In fact, in this one, we've got 3 different sizes. Let's just have a look at these, because this is beautiful organza ribbon, and we've got it in the 3 different sizes. That's incredible in itself. I mean, you pay about £2 per strip of these.
Yes, you would.
I mean, ribbon is not a cheap thing to buy, so that's amazing. So we've got the gems that match. We've got the whole alphabet. Now, bearing in mind, I remember years ago, to buy an alphabet like this, you'd be paying at least £20.
Yeah.
They've come down in prices, but alphabets are still not cheap things to buy. So to have a lovely alphabet in there is quite amazing.
And are they dies, Debbie?
They're actual dies. So yeah, they're fitting your Gemini Mini, your Go. So whatever die cutting machine you've got, these are going to fit in there. They're amazing.
This is a shortcut to having the whole alphabet then, isn't it?
Totally, absolutely.
Love it.
So, and then we've got packs of cards. So you've got 3 different sizes in here of card blanks. You've got then envelope that match all those 3 different sizes. And then on top of that, you have got the most gorgeous papers in a beautiful colourway. These are your sort of sherbet dip colours, aren't they? They're just those sorbet colours, beautiful spring. I love this paper here. It's just gorgeous. It's got those poppies on there, those really sort of muted tones, and we're going into sort of vintage tones here, and I love this. So just really gorgeous papers. I love the 2-tone of these papers where you've got all that different colour. So if you're not confident on making all your background colours, you've got beautiful background papers to use for those.
Awesome.
And then you've got coordinating pack of all your coloured card, which will coordinate with all the colours in that pattern cardstock.
So that takes all the thinking out of doing your mats and layers then?
Totally. This is just going to go through for everything. I mean, look at all these papers. That is pretty incredible to get all of this in one box for that price. I love it. Love these kits. And we'll show exactly how you make them later on.
That is totally awesome. Listen, can I just tell you that by the time we actually get to the demo later, we might be in very short supply of these. So can I suggest, because we'll leave the demo until a little bit later, but if you want to get this right now, I had no idea that it actually had the alphabet dies in there as well. I think that's brilliant, because actually 10% of these have gone already. Listen, I'm glad we did the unboxing, because actually I'm going to be, while Debbie's doing her other demos, I think I'm going to be having a little squirrel through this, because you've got your alphabet dies, you've got the ribbons, you've got the gems, you've got the cards. Basically, you've got your key to open at least 24 different cards, and lots more besides this as well. I want one of these, don't you? $24.99, whether you're talking pounds or dollars, and this is the latest of our craft kits as well. Not too late to gift for Christmas as well. I know all the attention is on our birthday at the moment, which is giving you amazing deals, but this could be a nice little Christmas present for someone, couldn't it? Very, very easily. Maybe someone who you used to get together with every single Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday or Saturday and craft together. You haven't been able to do that this year, so why not give the gift that is really nice and crafty? $24.99. Definitely want to add that to. Can I put that on my bucket list for Christmas? That would be quite nice. I'll write to Santa in my neatest writing. Now I've got some brand new buddy bags to bring you from Totally Tiffany. Brand new. Yay, 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 yay. And the first one is called Sarah. Now, can I just tell you right now, I mean, listen, we don't use emotional blackmail to sell here at Crafters Companion, but there is another one, another new one, which we'll come to in a moment, called Stephanie. But Sarah, I think, would take it personally if you didn't have the buddy bag that is named after her in your collection. Let me show you how clever this is as well. Really, really clever, because this will hold all of your tri-blends. Thank you, Johnny. Why did I forget the name of those? You know, I've slept. That's why since then. It will hold your tri-blends. It'll hold 24, but it'll hold it in a very, very special way as well, because if I open the lid of Sarah, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it actually from the side, but there's actually a little set of staging in the bottom of the Sarah, which means that your tri-blends will actually sit up on 3 different tiers. So rather than you fishing for the one in the middle, as earlier, can I just let you into a little secret? When we first got this afternoon, we put as many pens as we could into it without its little set of steps. And Derek tried to pull one out of the middle and first took the lid off the top and then reached in and then pulled the middle bit out and couldn't get to the bottom bit without taking all of the pens out. So this is really, 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 really clever. And thank you, Debbie Fisher, for your assistance there as well, because she said, you're doing it all wrong, love. That's why. You're doing it all wrong. And then we did it all right. And the great thing is, because your tri-blends are that little bit taller as well. And of course, Totally Tiffany is all about grab and go storage, as Debbie said to me earlier. It's so, so true, isn't it? So you can have it stacked away nice and neatly, you know, wherever you stack your bits and pieces. And when you need them, you just grab and go and off you go. How clever is that? And I think it's really, really good to have the staging as well, the little steps inside. 20% of Sarah has already gone. Now, if you're thinking, now, is it a coincidence that it's called Sarah? No, absolutely. This was named to stand tall on the stage of pen storage on the... It is like a lovely stage, isn't it? Like a little orchestra of tri-blends going on inside there. Obviously, your tri-blends are not included, but grab yourself a pack. 24 will go in. You can take your 24 favourite with you. And we're looking at, I mean, I have to say, in the great scheme of the world, you know, that's a coffee and not even a couple of nibbles of the cake to go with it, is it really? $5.99, $7.99. You've got to have one of these, haven't you? If you love your Totally Tiffany storage, what a brilliant way of holding your tri-blend markers, and 24 of them at a time. So I know there'll be many of you who want to buy 2s and 3s of these. Multi-buy to your heart content. Remember, it's double club Inspire points on absolutely everything you are buying right now. Now, are you ready for another new launch as well? I don't know if I can take another new launch today. One's enough. I mean, a new launch of Sarah, that's one thing. But have you met Stephanie? Because Stephanie's a brand new kid off the block as well. And she's in pink. She is. I don't think I've ever seen Tiffany storage that is pink before, have you? And Stephanie is designed... Well, you can use Stephanie in lots and lots of different ways, actually. But Stephanie has these little compartments here, these little drawers here, where you can store... Oh, hang on, I've got my knitting in a knot here. Up you go, there you go. Stephanie is designed to be able to hold either things like your little bottles of sparkle drops or whatever may be. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, good. Marvellous. Well, I'm glad I started that by talking about how pink she was, because apparently I have the wrong sample here. And Stephanie will come to you in black to match the Sarah. So you have to imagine for a moment, you have to use the power of imagination for a moment, that Stephanie is actually in a glorious black. My apologies. But she will fit lots and lots of ink pads, will Stephanie as well. Very, very handy, Debbie. What would be going in there for you?
Yeah, so this one is completely designed, although you can put anything that you've got in your crafty stash, that it's really designed for your ink pads. But can I say, now we know out there, obviously we know you all have Crafters Companion Spectrum Noir ink pads, but just in case you have any different brands,
like the square ones,
like the square ones,
yes,
like the oblong ones, any ones, they
yes,
all fit into this Totally Tiffany bag.
Fabulous.
So any ink pads that you've got, past and present, they're going to fit into this, which is fabulous.
Fabulous. Right, okay, well, I'll save your blushes, Pink Stephanie. You may come back to us at a later stage, but it will get the black one when you order at $9.99, whether you're talking dollars or pounds. Let's say hello to a few of you. Jeffrey says it's a bit damp, cool and overcast in New Hampshire. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's horrible here today as well. Yeah. It's one of those, to be inside and just enjoy with us. Sarah says hello from Melbourne in Australia. Hello, good middle of the night, Sarah. Laura says on YouTube, hello Derek and Debbie, another great show to enjoy. Back again for another fab show, says Kaluna. Terry says, my favourite is whatever you are showing at the time. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Right, we've got a lot to do today, a lot to do. So let me show you actually something you might well not have seen so far. We only launched this in the last couple of weeks or so, and my word, what a runaway success this has been. Sharon Callis, incredibly talented designer that has been friends with Crafters Companion for many, many years and collaborated with us. This is her brand new Butterfly and Blooms collection, and there is so much in this. It's just absolutely beautiful. So let me just quickly whiz you through, because Debbie's going to show us a lot more in terms of the demonstrations here of this range. We're going to start with Mariposa. Now, Mariposa is, is it Spanish Mariposa, Debbie, or is it Portuguese or something like that? Is it? I can't remember the language now. I can't remember which language, but it means butterfly. So there is your Mariposa, which is really beautiful. I mean, look at the intricate detail in that die. Absolutely stunning. And we'll be seeing plenty of that with Debbie as we go on. Then we have, what's your name, my dear? This is Vanessa, sorry. Vanessa has lots and lots of details. Again, butterfly details in her as well. And we'll show you more of that a little bit later on. This one, which also comes with this, is your Thinking of You. And again, you can cut that in and you can cut that out. There's another die as well, which is called Sending Love. So beautiful. I love the detail and the artistry in these. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Then we have our stamp set. And this one, Butterfly Love, actually comes in two parts, because you've got the stamps on one and you've got the dies on the other as well. So you've got those really, really intricate detailed dies, and then you've got the stamps as well. I love this. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, if you love colouring, you think of all the methods we've been talking about recently, that's going to be absolutely awesome. So that's Butterfly Love. Then we have the Peony. Now this is wonderful, because this is the quilling die. So you've got all your petals and whatever as part of your quilling die, which is really, really clever. Isn't it amazing? And you get the foliage dies included too. So that's the Peony. And you've also got the Climbing Rose as well. These are so clever and so intricate. I had no idea you could make paper flowers by just having one simple die. It's one simple continuous die that makes the lion's share of the flower. It's so clever. So that whole entire collection, plus you get a pack of the 3 low tack tape, which are always really, really useful as well. You can never find the one that you wanted. That's included in this bundle here at just £69 or $85. Of course, most of you are not even paying that price with your Club Inspire discounts. So your price, once you're logged into the website, crafterscompanion.com.eu or .co.uk, once you're logged in, your prices will all automatically do the maths for you and show you your discount. Now, these are absolutely beautiful. As is Sharon herself, Debbie, isn't she? She's a real flower herself, isn't she?
Do you know what? I am super proud to be bringing Sharon Callis's artwork today and her new collection, because I've been friends with Sharon. I've been very lucky to be friends with Sharon for around 7 or 8 years now. And she is an amazing person, amazing crafter, and she's also an amazing designer. Now, for me to be able to bring these types of dies that are so pretty, so delicate and so intricate. I mean, just look at this one sample, and it looks simple, but it is simply divine. These beautiful butterflies have wings that come out of them. The little poses that you can make are so simply easy. We're going to show it in our first demo, the butterflies. We're going to show how to do the flowers. I absolutely adore the font on these. Really easy, delicate sentiments to cut out, and they're just divine. I love them. Now, if I bring this one in, I'm going to demo this straight away, because the actual Mariposa is so beautiful. It's got this lovely outside cutting edge, it's got a matte and layer die to it, and it's got the butterfly itself. So there's so many different components of this, and this whole die makes that entire card. I mean, that is a gorgeous size die. It is just so pretty. And then maybe go into that different one, which has got a slightly different effect, using different colour. I mean, I love the fact that you can mix and match all your favourite colours. You can do your tonal colours with them. I mean, look at this one. It just looks gorgeous. Just that gorgeous gorgeous butterfly, just doing it in a different colour, maybe just using one of those butterflies just to create on top of your actual nesting dies there, and then maybe making it maybe a little bit sort of more rustic. This one is gorgeous, adding that black into it, that thinking of you sentiment in there. I'm just going to bring in one more to show you because I love this one at a totally different look. So just adding that black gives you that huge drama about it. We've got leaves that we've got going on with the rose dyes. It's just utterly gorgeous. So I think we need to get you showing straight away, because I actually can't wait to show you how they work, what they do, and just how delicate and interesting they are, because that's what we want from crafting. So I'm going to use the Mariposa. I'm going to open up my die here. Now inside you're getting this really large die. I mean, look at the size of this. In this one die you are getting 3 components. So you're getting your butterfly die, you're getting your inside cutting die, and you're getting your outside cutting edge. So you're getting all these 3 in that one packet. Now I'm going to use, we've got glitter card on the show, which is incredible. What's lovely about glitter card, it's totally encapsulated. It's a lovely weight cardstock, this one, but it cuts beautifully. So we're going to be cutting our butterfly out of this one. Then we're going to use our lighter one and cut our sort of decorative part on the lighter one, and then I've got a darker card just to cut our outside cutting edge. So we're going to run all those through our Gemini. So I'm using the Gemini Junior because I wanted you to see that if you have these dies, you can use them on the Junior or you can use them on anything bigger. Some of your smaller ones, so just the die for the butterfly would go through your Gemini Mini, your Go, but obviously for the bigger dies you're going to need at least the Gemini Junior. So I'm going to run these through. So popping them in and running them through, and then I'm going to run the decorative part out. So what's lovely about the dies, they cut super easy, they're no problem at all. Taking all our bits out so we can see we've got our matten layer here, then we've got our butterfly die. Now with the butterfly die you can see it's all cut beautifully well, but I am just going to grab my pokey tool, because with any glitter card what happens is you have a coating. It's almost like a sort of plasticky coating which encapsulates the glitter. So all you need to do, everything's cut out, but you just need to poke them out to separate that backing from the actual card. So
it's quite a pleasure though, in a way though, isn't it? It's quite a nice thing to do, isn't it?
It is a really nice thing to do, yeah. There is something quite therapeutic, isn't there, about taking out all your little die cuts.
I think so. I think it concentrates the mind. It gets the mind off of other things, doesn't it?
That's
I mean, I know
very
when you're in a
true.
crafty world, your mind is completely in it, but you know what I mean? A little bit of pokey tool action, I think it's a nice way to sort of while away a couple of moments, isn't it? There's loads of people loving this collection. June on Facebook says Sharon Callis was a perfect addition to Crafter's Companion. Rachel on YouTube says, I've always wanted to try quilling. This makes it look easier. Are you going to be doing a flower today, Debbie?
Yes, I'm going to do that in this demo as well.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes, so
right, so you can see how simple it is.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to give this a tap so you can see. Now look at that die. How beautiful is that? I mean, it really is.
It's stunning.
So stunning. Yeah, so stunning. I can't even tell you, if you haven't got these dies, you need to treat yourself, even if it's just for one of them, because once you've got them, you're just going to want to use them over and over again because they're so pretty.
Debbie, just a very, very quick question which has just come in, and any questions you've got for Debbie along the way about this collection or anything else,
Absolutely.
including life itself, because Debbie today just has the power of being able to solve any problem almost on earth, I think, today. Hey Brailsy on YouTube says, could we use these dies with the foil press? And of course the foil press is very much in the news here at Crafter's Companion at the moment. So what do you reckon, Debbie, on this one?
Oh my goodness, they'd be beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Especially that one we've just cut. If I just bring that in and put that on a piece of card, can you imagine this being foiled, this outline being foiled on a card? It would be beautiful. What you can also do, I don't know if Sarah's covered it in any foiling shows, but you can actually foil your die cuts. So if you was to put your die cut, foil it on top, you can foil a whole die cut. So which is amazing.
Oh, that's
good.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Right, so let's go straight on to the quilling, because I'm dying to show you these because they're
I think we're all dying
easy
to see it as well. Another quick question, Debbie. the best glue, this comes up quite a lot actually, but the best glue to use on glitter card, what do you reckon?
For me, either tacky glue or red liner tape. Red liner tape is perfect. I'm going to use also red liner tape on the actual quilling dies, so you will see how that works as well.
Cool.
So all I'm doing with that quilling strip, you'll notice, because Crafters Companion have brought out our own quilling dies in the past, our quilling dies seem to be, they're longer, but they're only single stripped. So these are very unique. These are different because
Amazing.
I'll show you exactly why.
Sorry, I've just got another question.
No, go ahead.
It's brilliant. These questions are coming in as we're doing exactly what the questions are relating to, which is amazing. It's like a meeting of minds, isn't it? It's like a total eclipse of the planets being in the right places, Debbie, isn't it? Almost as much as we love the shows, it's almost a total eclipse of the heart, isn't it, Debbie?
Oh, it just makes me not want to sing.
Oh, I'm going to keep trying. Pamela on YouTube, anyway, says back to the subject. She says, "Can you quill with the flower foam?"
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's perfect to quill with, yes. You wouldn't need to heat it up either because I'm just hunting for my red liner tape. I thought I had some.
Are
and
you hunting high and low,
I'm
Debbie?
hunting high and low.
High and
there
low.
it is. It's hiding in my
Remember that
bag.
song?
I've got it. So, Derek's just going to sing through the whole show. So let me just show you what I've done here. I've cut my die out, and then you've got a perforated edge that cuts through, which means it's easy to fold in half. Now, when you fold it in half, it fills the gaps. Because then if you notice, normally with a quilling flower, you just have the one, and we would normally layer them up on top of each other. With this one, you just fold them in half, and then we're going to use our red liner tape, and we're going to go along that edge. Now, I'm only doing it on one side because it will all hold together. So whether you're using the glitter card or you are using the any other cardstock, the actual red liner tape is perfect for these. So just popping that on there. Now, I have got a quilling tool, but just in case none of you have got a quilling tool out there, I want to show you how you can do these without a quilling tool. And it's very, very simple. So all we're going to do is start by pulling in the edge. So what we will do is just start rolling the edges inwards. If you've got a quilling tool, you can absolutely use that, but I don't want to because I want to show a lot of people that haven't got a quilling tool how easy these are. And they'd be fabulous for children as well. You could cut all these strips and get them to just wind them, because actually there's something really lovely about having a flower that comes together like this. So just keep rolling round. All those little petals are going to just grab together and create the most unique little rosebuds. So you see straight away, and then all we're going to do is pull them out. And it's as simple as that.
So awesome, isn't it?
Yeah,
you get
it's
such
so
a quick
amazing.
result, don't you?
Yeah, and a really beautiful little flower as well.
Quilling is one of those things that you imagine, no disrespect to anyone, but quilling flowers you imagine to be the exclusive reserve of a lady of a certain age who's been doing it for 30 years to get results like that, Debbie, don't you? Not someone who can literally die cut, roll and ta-da!
It's very, very true, Derek. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to just put our card together and show how beautiful it all comes together there. So I'm going to use just some of our, just in case anyone's wondering where I got my papers from, it is from our big 12 by 12 paper pad, so you will be able to find them, and they're amazing. They've got all the different tonal colours, so you can coordinate them all. So I'm just going to use my red liner tape. Please don't forget to stock up on that. We've got that on the show, and it's always good to stock up on, because when they run out, it takes us a while to get them back into stock.
Did I just hear? I haven't been here since I think it was early access day 2 before the official birthday started, so I'm playing catch up here, although I've been watching the shows as well. But did I just hear a rumour in my ear, producer Johnny, about paper pad deals? Right, hang on a minute, rewind. Did you know about this?
I did know about
3
it,
for
yes.
2 on paper pads, every paper pad, even the 12 by 12s that are on the web, They're on 3 for 2. Listen, I know I'm only in for half a day, but might not see me for most of the show. I might just nip off and have a look.
I've ordered mine, Derek.
I should hope you have.
I have, yes. I'm a sucker for a paper pad. I literally have millions of them. That's probably not an over-exaggeration. I do love paper pads.
Do you know, between the end of this show and Sarah and I have got a not so secret You Must Be There on the Crafters Companion US page at, I don't know, there's an old time change thing, isn't there? But an hour after we finish this show, I'll put it that way because that's the easiest way to put it. Sarah and I will be here on the Crafters Companion US page talking to you about the foil press. In the hour in between the end of this show and that happening with Sarah, I think I might be shopping for paper pads, Debbie, playing catch up.
It's so good, and my favourite paper pads at the moment are these block coloured ones because they're just every crafter's dream.
I didn't know we did block coloured ones. I thought they were all going to be papers. I mean, I've seen Santa's Kitchen in the pop-up and Rose Gardens and lots of different patterns and whatever. Apart from the textured cardstock pads, I don't think I've seen a plain block.
Should I show one? I know they're not on the show, but I could show one.
Yes.
Shall we be naughty? I've got one beside me.
Be as naughty as you like, Debbie. Yeah, I can only encourage it, I'm afraid.
I'll bring my favourite one in.
Go
So
on.
this is my favourite one because it's got all your reds going through to your pinks, going through to your deeper colours.
What's it called, Debbie? Just
So
we
this
can
one
get
is the
details off
textured
of it.
cardstock. It's the,
the textured one,
warm tones, it's called.
And that's a 12 by 12, is it?
12 by 12. And not only a 12 by 12, it's a 230 GSM. Oh, is it in stock?
We've got
I'm
it
so
in stock.
excited. Now look at this. Look at all these tones that you're going to get that run through each colour. Now look at this. We get lighter in the red, then it starts going through into those, look at those beautiful pinks, into those lighter
How
pinks,
awesome.
into, look at these pinks, then go into the darker pinks at the back. Oh, you know what, if there was ever a paper pad to get excited about, look at those deep magentas at the back.
Right, Producer Johnny.
It's gorgeous.
If we
Really
want
gorgeous.
that particular one, what's the quickest way of getting to it in words on the website? Searching. Textured warm tones. That's what Producer Johnny put into the website. You do the same and you can grab that one. I'm sure the others will be there as well. And they're on 3 for 2. Oh, blimey, I feel like we've gone completely off kilter, Debbie, but I'm loving it.
I know, I'm
Where
sorry.
were we with Mariposa?
Exactly. So the papers I'm using are out of the pad,
Yeah.
and
that's
then
how we
I've
got
added
there.
the glitter card in, and the glitter card just matches it just
Awesome.
beautifully. And I've used the pinks, but there's literally blue tones, purple tones, green tones, everything. It looks amazing. So what I've got now is I've made some little flowers. I did have a third one, and it's gone walkies. I'm
Not
putting things
guilty.
about everywhere. I just made one. Never mind, we'll just use 2. I normally like to do things in 3s, but we've got 2s. The leaves, look at these pretty little leaves that we've got. And also, and that was right here as well, I'm just losing things today. There it is, I can see it. Look how gorgeous this Sending Love is.
Oh, wow, it's perfect,
I mean, it's
isn't
just
it?
the perfect size, isn't it? Everything matches in, the swirls in it, how it's all connected and just looks lovely. So all I'm going to do, Derek, is I'm going to get my 3D glue gel. We're going to add these leaves that just look perfectly formed. We're just going to put a couple of flowers on here. I will add my third one when I find it. But it's funny, isn't it, how things look better in 3s rather than 2s. So let's pop that there.
Have you always been like that, Debbie, or is that
Always.
just something?
No, I always think that odd numbers look better than even numbers.
Oh, are you superstitious as well?
Do you know what? I would say I'm not superstitious.
But
I always say, don't put your shoes on the table and don't walk under ladders. So even though I'm not, I do say it. So maybe I think I am without realising it.
Maybe you've just got an ordered brain.
Yeah.
You know, some people just think in a particular way.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think what it is don't tempt fate. Whether it's true or not, just don't tempt it.
That's true. Although those 2 flowers do look quite nice.
They do look quite nice. So I'm
They
just going
almost don't need
to
a
pop
third.
this here.
I'm getting Debbie to break her own rules today.
I'll break the rules. We'll just have a 2.
I'm feeling such a rebel today.
Now, these wings actually stay afloat, which I love.
That's
But what I
awesome.
like to do as well is if you just pop a little bit of, because you can't see that glue, and just hold that on there. What they will do is they'll stay in place. So it's a really nice little tip. Some people use foam pads, but I actually quite like the 3D glue gel because you can't see it, but it'll keep those. I mean, you can't really see. If I turn that up,
No,
you can see.
That's a clever idea.
Yeah, so you've actually just got them underneath, but it keeps that upright. Because when you give cards like this to people, they don't realise they've got to stand those.
Well, they don't know,
extra.
do they?
They don't know you've got those extra die cuts. So it's a really nice little idea to have them standing proud.
And imagine going round to see them and seeing the card on the mantelpiece without the wings being up, Debbie. That would bother you, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. But look how gorgeous that card is. I absolutely love this design. And you're right, actually, the two flowers look fine. But I love that sending love, everything tones in perfectly well. It's just the most beautiful set that I've seen in such a long time.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Debbie. Honestly, everyone loving that demo. I know it came in lots of different pieces because we veered off track a few times. But that's half the fun of this, isn't it? That we've got the time to do that and chat together as well. Cindy, I hope it was your question was answered as we went along the way there. So the paper that Debbie was using for the flowers was the textured cardstock, Debbie, yeah?
It was, yes.
For the flowers,
textures. Yeah, I actually think the one I used, I think it was a different pad.
Was it?
Yeah, just grab the other one. The one I used was the cool tones, which had the purples in it.
Oh, okay.
So it was these purple tones that I used.
All right, producer Johnny's onto it. I just know, just to check, see whether we had that. Yeah, we've got that one in stock as well. And the paper pads are 3 for 2. So we wanted 2 of one of the other, one of those, and another. 3 for 2, that's amazing.
Really
can you do that
good.
many times over, Johnny, as well? Can you do it just the once, or can you just keep going? So for every 3 you get, you only pay for 2. Hallelujah. Mamma mia. Oh, I'm loving that. Right, okay, listen, before you all rush off shopping, what was I going to do? I can't remember. All I've got my mind on is that 3 for 2 paper pad deal now, that's it. Debbie, you've come up with so many answers to life's quandaries today. Right, now let's go back to Sarah. The brand new Premier Body Bag with this one stores 24 of your tri-blends, by the way. And it's really, really clever the way that it does it, because there's a little set of stairs that go inside it. It means that your first row sits a little bit lower than your second row and your third. Now, obviously, the tri-blends are not included, not at $5.99. I mean, we're good, but we're not that good. But you will be the first people ever in the world to shop for the brand new Sarah Body Bag. Now, listen, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but the reason this is called Sarah is... oh yes, it's named after Sarah. So I think Sarah would be very, very pleased if you had one of these in your collection as well. It's one of 2 brand new premieres, and stock-wise, Johnny, is it a quarter of the stock has gone already? I'm not surprised at all. And that's in what, the first half an hour or so of the show, which is really, really good. I'm not surprised at all. You know, Tiffany's storage is so, so good, isn't it? Always so, so practical. So grab that while you can. There is a brand new Stephanie on the block as well. Hot on Sarah's heels today as well, which you'll find if you're shopping the show. Right, it's time to make a winner. Oh, actually, I'll show you Stephanie first. Here she is, Stephanie. Here she is, $9.99. And she's great for your ink pads. Right, should we make our first winner of the afternoon? Let's have a little rummage and see what's in my first party bag to give away. There's an Infinity card making card kit, which has got nearly 500 pieces in it, which is amazing. There's stamps in here, there's dies in here. I could show you, but it wouldn't be half as much fun if I did. There's a mindless ink pad in there. There's wonderful dies in there. There's so many goodies. Who is going to win my first prize of the day? Let me put that down there so I can go to my little gadget and find out who it is. Drum roll, please. No, I'm afraid we don't go to a drum roll. We could have bought a drum kit, but we'd have to make the discounts less on the birthday deal. So we thought, no, we won't. We won't do that. Denise Mills on YouTube, it's you. You are my first winner. Now, don't worry if it wasn't you, because I have 2 more chances to win in this show. Now, Denise... Did I remember that right? Denise. Yes, Denise Mills on YouTube. I need you to do 2 things. First of all, remember G53, because that is your bingo ball going into the very, 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 very high-tech, no expense spared. I think someone made this out of an old food mixer. There you go. Now, what you need to do is watch out on Sunday, and we will pick out one winner at the end of the week to win this little lot, this big lot, in fact, actually, which is amazing. That will happen in Second Chance Sunday, on Sunday with Ben and Sarah, I think it is on Sunday. Lovely. Now, what else was I going to tell you then? I was going to tell you something else then. Craft kit. Craft kit. Oh, my word, this is so busy. Can I just show you, because I've got one of these. Where did I put mine? I had one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I knew I had one here somewhere as well. I want this craft kit, and I'm telling you why. Because this is your quickest shortcut to have an alphabet set of dies you could ever wish for. So at $24.99, you've got dies in there, you've got stamps, you've got your card blanks, you've got the most, and this is called the Eclipse Stamping Craft Kit. So it makes, actually, Debbie, have you still got your samples over there so we can see
I have.
the kind of effect that this can make with the text? I mean, I'm having it for the alphabet at $24.99. I think that's amazing to have a full set of dies that are your alphabet in a really nice size as well, Debbie.
Absolutely. If we break it down, there's so much in this kit, and if you individually price sort of these items, what you would pay for your paper packs, for your envelopes, for your card packs, for your gems, for your ribbons, it's such an awesome, amazing kit that everything is in the box ready for you. And what I love about this one is we call it the Eclipse. So you can make these style of cards, so you can stamp and colour your backgrounds and create that beautiful eclipse. If I sort of move it, you can sort of see that word in there, so it's got that air of mystery about it, and people will be able to see the actual word inside, but it's sort of still keeping it in line with what the design is. But what's nice about it, if you just want to use your alphabet for any other things, you've got a full set of alphabet in there as well. So you've got a hugs one there. Look how clever that, I mean, they're so clever, and the papers that we've got in them are beautiful. So you can just design your own. You could cut them out of your pretty papers. You haven't got to use the stamps if you just choose to use the pretty papers, and then you would just cut them again or line them behind with black card or any other card that's dark that will show them up. So it's just a really nice way of having something different. These are really different to what you normally see around, which is fabulous about them.
I think that's really interesting. And do you know what? My little brain can't even work out how that happens as well. I guess there's a couple of different ways that you could do it, but that looks absolutely brilliant. And in fact, I think, Debbie, you're going to do a little demo with this craft kit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm a little bit fascinated about how you create the look, whether you create one big image first, then cut the letters out, or whether it works another way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, always create an image or just use your pattern papers, which is beautiful. So I'm going to turn the box around so we can see exactly what's in it again. So if you have just joined us, you'll be able to see from the beginning, we had a little sneaky peek of what you get in there. All our craft boxes are the same in the respect that you get this beautiful rigid box. I'm just going to shut it again because what I do want to tell you, and just in case anyone's wondering, it's box 29. Now I know that's so important to a lot of people because some of the boxes are all different ones in numbers. So just if you wanted to check which ones you've already got, it's number 29. So, and it is one of the latest ones, which is amazing. You're always going to get it wrapped in beautiful tissue paper. You're always going to get a welcome message from Sarah at the top explaining your project kit, and then inside you're just going to get the most glorious different things to create amazing projects. So straight away you've got 3 different sizes in ribbons that are all going to coordinate with your gems that you're getting in there. So all those gem packs, just absolutely gorgeous. Then you're getting your stamp sets. Now what your stamp sets will do, we're going to stamp some of these and create an image on one of our card blanks. So you're getting these beautiful, I'm just going to pop a piece of card behind here. Not only are you getting all your lovely florals, you're also getting all your sentiments on there as well, which is amazing. Then we've got our alphabet stamps, dies, so we're going to use these. These are just usable for everything. They're a lovely size for doing your cupcake toppers, if you want to put your names onto things for personalisation, but they're also great for these Eclipse cards as well. So if you typed in Eclipse cards to anywhere on your search engine, you will find all different types of cards that you can create using Eclipse. So not only do you get this kit to tell you how you do them, you can also then have lots of different ideas of how to do Eclipse cards. So I'm opening one of my packs of envelopes so we can take out one of the cards. Then we've got our envelopes, and then we've got all these beautiful papers. So I'll quick flick through these, and then we'll start making one of our cards.
I've got a quick question for producer Johnny, actually. I've got Therese asking whether this is a new one, and if it's on auto ship with HSN. You will get it if you're on the HSN auto ship. Which is always good to know, but of course if you want to get your hands on it quicker, because people often buy multiples of the same craft kit, then you can grab this right now. It is number 29. It is brilliant. Debbie, I think actually, again, I know I keep rabbiting on about the alphabet dies, but actually there's no reason why you couldn't pay $24.99 for a set of plain alphabet dies, is there?
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, alphabet dies do tend to be quite costly, and in the past, I've paid a lot of money for alphabet dies. And I remember, like when I've been crafting a lot of years, but I remember paying up to £70, £80, not for a small set like this, but for a big set of alphabet dies. So they were really expensive. So it's nice now that we can get them in things like craft kits, and it helps beginner crafters, because every beginner crafter needs a set of alphabets, and actually even the most advanced crafters need alphabets in different sizes. If you're anything like me, you're just greedy and want them in every single size going.
Well, also, if you think about the other alphabets that we've got, the size of the letters on this one working really, really nice. I mean, I know you've had just recently the balloon sentiment collection, and a lot of you have got the balloon alphabet. Me too. And I look at the size of those letters and I think actually making sentiments with your balloon dies, which are that little bit bigger, you can make other words with the smaller dies that we've got here. I mean, I've got like hundreds of ideas for them straight away, and I'm sure you have as well. So don't even think of these just in the confines of this craft kit and what this can do, but think about it sitting alongside other alphabets that you've already got, because that's where my brain's ticking away, Debbie.
Absolutely, yeah, totally. And that's what happens, isn't it, in craft world? You just find yourself getting drawn in to all these different things. So I'm just going to do this quite quickly. You'll take more of your time. You can do these individual. I just thought it'd be nice just to show you how you can stamp them all if you want to in one go. I'm just going to bring in, I'm using alcohol markers. So I'm just going to check that I've got, just next to me. I'm going to bring in my flagstone, I think. I always think it's not as harsh as a black. And then we're just going to give some light tapping over the top of our stamps. Now I'm using my magnetic board, but you can use any of your platforms that you have and your mat, or you can use your rocker blocks. I know we've had a really good deal on those with our bags just recently. So there's some of our stamps stamped into our, I've just used Nina cardstock. Let's move this out the way. So what you would do with this ideally is give it a colour. So I am just going to grab myself a piece of blank card just to colour onto. Let me see, there's a piece just down here. And I'm just going to bring in a couple of my, I've got illustrators actually here. But you can use anything that you've sort of got in your stash. So I'm just going to give this a quick colour. Now this is just to show you how you would build them up, how you would then lay your dies on top to colour them, to cut them out. So just using a pens. And let us know what your favourite colouring medium is. I'm always interested because most people, especially our colourists, in the craft world, they have most of our colouring pens. I'm always interested what people choose to go to first, whether it be their tri-blends, their classiques, their illustrators, or whether you like to do some different sort of watercolour techniques. Because you could also use that as well. You could use your watercolour markers. I don't know if it's out there yet. Has anybody seen our new tri-blend Tricolour pens? Is it out tomorrow? So producer Johnny has just told me that it's on tomorrow. So they're going to be amazing for this this technique using.
Are you having a little gossip there, Debbie Fisher?
I know. I was thinking as I was saying it, I thought maybe I was going to get into trouble.
Do you know when it's going to happen, Debbie? Tomorrow, tomorrow.
I love you.
Hey! I've done it. Oh, it took me a while, but we've got there.
It's just choosing the right song,
You've
isn't
got
it?
a voice of an angel, Debbie.
Oh, no.
Beautiful.
I really haven't. I've got really deaf tones.
Oh, well, listen, after a couple of glasses of whatever the right stuff is, do you know what I mean? We all sound amazing, don't we?
Absolutely. Well, actually, I am someone that thinks I sound amazing when I'm singing to music.
In the car?
Yes, I sing to music in the car all the time. I've had some real looks because I'm one of these real loud singers, and I sing at the top of my voice and I'm dancing about in the car. And there was a song, I don't know if anyone remember, I can't remember who sung it actually, but it was Symphony. And
How does it go?
I'm not going to sing it because I'm really bad. I was really nearly tempted then. I'm not going to sing it. It's really bad. And I actually thought, oh my God, I've sung that really well. That's so I turned the music down. I sung it again. Oh my goodness, it was the worst singing I've ever experienced in my whole life. But I actually thought I was quite good. I thought, I've practiced that enough. Now I can do it, and it's all good.
Who's your go-to in the car?
Who I like listening to at the moment, Harry Styles.
Oh, solo.
I love his album. It's amazing.
Do you sing along though?
Yeah.
Are you singing along to Harry? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? Are you imagining
Harry Styles is lovely, isn't he?
Are you imagining him sat in the passenger seat?
Oh no, he's far too young.
Oh. Oh, I don't know, Debbie. I don't know. There can't be much in it. There can't be much in it.
I think he's younger than my son.
Well, you know what they say. Take a toy boy, why not? Try everything once and twice if you like it, don't they say?
I'm going to take your word for that.
I'm going to be in trouble.
So what we're going to do, now I've done this really quickly just to show you how they work. So you would then line up your dies onto here to create your apertures. So I'm going to bring in the one that I've already finished. So I'm just going to grab this one. So I've stamped all my stamps out. I've created this background. You would then layer these on to your flower backgrounds like this. And then when you cut them out, you cut your aperture out so you can see that love here. But you keep these, you don't throw them away, because we want to put these back in, because that's how you create that beautiful effect of eclipse in your card. So
we have to keep the middle of the O there as well, don't we? Do we?
Well, no, what I've done here is I've collected all my I have got the middle of the O.
Right.
So yes, popping all these on here. Now what I've done is cut the words again, but what I've done is cut them 3 times to create little tiles. These are quite thick. So you stick them all together to create a little tile. So they're quite hard. They're not like paper anymore. So we've got our love there.
So did you stick one over the... Sorry to be pedantic.
Yeah.
Did you stick one over the other
Yep.
after the other?
So I cut them 3 times and then stuck each one together, layered them on top of each other.
Right.
Layer them on top of each other. So then when we stick these down, so I'm just going to bring in a piece of card here and we're going to stick this on top. So this is how you would do it. Now you could just put a black piece of card behind it, but then I don't feel like you get that same sort of level. So I quite like to do it this way. So we're just going to stick this onto our piece of card.
Oh, I see what you've done. So you're giving it more height.
Yes, yes. And it just gives a really lovely illusion.
Yeah.
So popping that on there, so we've got our card. I mean, just creating an aperture looks nice in itself, which is lovely, but it's just nice to be able to create those differences. So I am going to bring in my little Gloria, and we're just going to pop some glue. It's my Gloria the glue booth. Yes, this is, yeah, I've got a Gloria the glue booth.
Is that the top of a pop bottle?
It is, yes,
yeah.
So loads of people have got them. Loads of people have got them.
Very clever idea.
Yeah. So and I've put a little bit of sellotape on the bottom, and then it stops your pin being lost. So popping this in. Yes. Send me a comment. I know you've all got them. Loads of people have got Glorias. Some are called different. Some people name them different things. But yeah.
Gloria, Brenda.
Yeah, Brenda the glue booth, the spray booth.
Spray booth, yeah.
Yeah, got Gloria the glue booth. So I'm just popping these, which will just stay into here. Yeah, it's a good holder for your glue, and it stops the pin rusting because it's held upside down in it all the time. And I just pop my tacky glue inside.
Oh, Oh, do the pins go rusty over time then?
Yes, what it is if you let the air get to your pin,
Yeah.
as your glue goes down, your pin then doesn't have anything on it. Where if you leave them upside down, the glue is always immersed in, the pin is always immersed in the glue.
I don't think we leave it alone long enough for that to ever happen, Debbie.
It's probably quite true. Or you should refill them quicker than I do. So popping that back in, so you can see that's the O, the middle of the O that Derek was on about.
You've got to have this craft kit, haven't you? Make sure that you check out, if you've got this in
amazing.
your basket right now, do check it out. Just, you know, $24.99 for what it can do. For me, just that die alphabet, like almost don't care what else is in that craft kit. Just for that alphabet alone, I think that $24.99 is amazing. The fact that it's got cards and envelopes and papers and gems and ribbons and blah, 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 blah. I love it. And now I've seen this demo, aren't you the same? You've just got to have one now, at least one. $24.99, whether you're talking pounds or dollars on this one. If you think about, here in the UK, I know the clocks are going back this weekend for you in the US, aren't they? But for us, it's just happened. So it's dark, like all the time. So that's the time where you hunker down, isn't it? Hunker down, big mug of hot chocolate, crafting goodies around you, getting stuck into new projects. Maybe you're all over Christmas cards at the moment. They're all done. They're all done. They're ready to go. And maybe you're thinking, well, actually, I need something to get my teeth into now. And think of all the things you could do with those fonts as well, all that personalisation, all of those other, just a million ideas I'm sure are fizzing away in your head right now thinking, that's going to go so well with that font that I've got and that alphabet font, which I really should get out and use and start working with. Just, I love it. I love it. Sorry, Debbie. Where were we?
No, I love it because it's really nice when you can see things come together, especially with a craft kit, and how easy it is to work with, because it really is one of those easy kits that there's so much you can do with it. I love it because there's inspiration on there. You've got pictures of different cards on the box. It's so simple to use. Everything matches. So I'm using that beautiful pattern paper underneath. We're then popping that on top. I mean, look how quick and clever this card has come together. And then if we show it to the front camera, you'll be able to see just how lovely this one comes out. So you can see you've got that beautiful love in there. Just turn it sideways and you'll start to see that pop out. Looks amazing.
And it's so subtle as well. It is almost like one of those magic eye pictures, isn't it? The closer you move to it, you go, oh, there's a bit more to that card than I thought when I first looked. And like you can kind of, when you move around it, everything changes. Everything changes but you. $24.99 for me, for the alphabet dies alone. That's what I want that Crafter's Companion kit for. It's brilliant. It is number 29 as well, by the way. How are we doing stock-wise at the moment, Johnny? Right, okay, well over. We're getting towards a quarter of the stock. Sold out and gone on that one at $24.99. Right, let me show you. Oh, you definitely. These are awesome. These are off the blooming scale. I've never seen these before, and they might be new to you as well. They are cut and emboss folders. This bundle is awesome. I mean, totally awesome. By the time I get to the end of the bundle, you will be like, right, okay, gotta have that. Where's that been all my life? This is your aperture cut and emboss folder collection. This is so clever, really clever. Let me show you what's in it. First of all, you've got your cut and emboss folder, which is your candy frame. So cut and emboss is doing everything at the same time. So it is cutting the aperture out of the middle. It's giving you that lovely stitched line, and it's giving you this candy cane emboss at the same time. Any excuse to get your gilding waxes out, that's going to be amazing. That's just the first one in the bundle. You've also got the floral flame in that one as well. Hello, Debbie.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, do you want Johnny? She wants Johnny. She doesn't want me. She's waving at me, but she wants Johnny. Story of my life. Anyway, so this is the This is the floral frame, which is really cute. It's all right. I can take rejection. It's fine. It's fine. I'm very good at it. I've had 46 years to get away with it. Get used to it. Nearly 47. Oh gosh, that's frightening. Anyway, let's move on. There's your floral frame. Oh my word. My life just flashed in front of me there. I love this. This is like a castle wall, this one, isn't it? It's brilliant. It's called Open Window, and it will cut the two halves of the open window. Yes, Rapunzel could be in there somewhere, couldn't she? Let down your hair. Oh, you weren't looking at me. Okay, well, let's move on then. This one is called Sunburst. I love this. There's a little bit of a nod of, do I mean Art Deco? Do you know what I mean with that lovely sunburst? That's beautiful. It's very vintage, isn't it? So it cuts out the aperture and it does all this lovely emboss as well. You've just got to have this set, haven't you? Now this cuts out the 3 stars, which is really, really clever. So that's the cut part, and the emboss actually embosses more stars onto the background as well. How cool is that? Imagine that with pictures of your family and friends for birthday cards and things like that, and for occasions that we can't physically be at. This is your card version of a gathering that we can't have right now. And these are awesome. This one is called Be Happy. So you can see it cuts out the 3 hexagons there, and you've got the bees are embossed against this honeycomb embossing in the background. In fact, that's almost sort of 3D embossing, really, isn't it? Because the bees are at the foreground and then the honeycomb at the background. I love this. Do you know what? As a Christmas gift, maybe you need to nudge the other half. Maybe you need to just give the other half a nudge and say, I'm nudging, by the way, and say, oi, you've got me this for Christmas as well. I just need $95 transferred into my account now. Thank you very much. So here's the stamps that go with it. I love this. So you've got Love and Sunshine. So you've got lots going on there. I love the big joy there as well. Joy is such a lovely word to use, isn't it? You also have Home is Where the Heart Is, which is lovely, and that goes really, really nicely. Again, it's got the bee in there as a stamp as well for Home Sweet Home and lots of other things as well. And then you've got this one, which looks like it's for new arrivals, Reach for the Stars, which is very, very nice. That'd be lovely for new arrivals. Can you believe all of that? All of that. I was tempted to burst into the song there, but see if Debbie would pick up the harmonies, but you know. Anyway, yeah, I've put lots of earworms into the gallery. So hang on a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cut and emboss folders with the apertures, and 3 sets of stamps there that will keep you going and going and going and going and going. And I know you've got lots of ideas already. And in fact, if you have this set already, then I would love to see your pictures. I would love to see what you've done with them so far, if you have. £78, $95. Now there's a multi-buy on these as well. Is there? Right, okay. Should we have another quick flick through them then, just really quickly? Because you've got a multi-buy on these as well. So let's have another quick look. So we've got the candy cane. We've got the floral frame. So you can multi-buy any 2 here for £22 or $25. You've got the open window. Oh, didn't do that very subtly, did I really? That was a bendy window, it was a rubber window. Who has rubber windows, for heaven's sake? You've got the sunburst. You've got Shine Bright. You've got Be Happy. You've got, oh yes, yes. And they're the stamp sets which are with the bundle as well. So, any 2 of those, £22 or $25. Right, now to go with lots and lots of people asking about the glitter cards. And I'm not at all surprised because Debbie was using the glitter cards in her first demo from the craft kit. So we've got a Christmas set of glitter cards for you. So it's 60 sheets, so 6 packs of these wonderful 10. Christmas red, we don't see that very often. Whenever it comes into stock, it flies straight back out again. Christmas red, rose gold, Christmas green, royal blue, solar gold, and another one, pale silver. All of those, £15.50 or $23.50. How awesome is that? But there is an everyday set as well. What are we calling an everyday set? So as in a not Christmas but still glitter card set. This, again, this is awesome. This is lovely. Right, let me show you all of these. So again, it's 60 sheets, and these are wonderful, wonderful colours as well. In this selection, you've got ivory and copper and baby blue, and baby blue's taken a lot of tracking down today, let me tell you. Baby pink, lilac, and black. 10 sheets of each there for you, £15.50. $23.50. How awesome. Quick reminder of a brand new premiere. It's Sarah, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sarah in buddy bag form. Here she is. This is wonderful. Brand new, launch today. 24 of your markers will go in there. We've got the tri-blends in here, but what makes this so special as well is you've got a little set of staging steps. So your first set of 8, because this will fit 24 markers, so your first set sits slightly lower. That's a lot of S's, isn't it? And then your middle set slightly higher, and then again. Because otherwise, what we try to do first, in fact, I should have kept it really, shouldn't I? The first one that we had, I didn't know about the little set of stairs, and so what we did is we crammed in, there are 24 markers in there now, we crammed in 34, which you can, but then if you want to pick one out in the middle, you'll have to do it in 3, because you'll pick the lid off first, then the middle part, and then you won't be able to fish into the bottom for the bottom part of it. So that is absolutely brilliant. And again, so versatile. You know Tiffany's storage is so good. I love the fact this is named after Sarah as well. And already stock-wise on this, a third of the stock. And it only launched today. We launched it here in this show, and a third of that stock has sold out and gone. Right, we're going back to the craft box, did I hear? Oh, cut and emboss. Oh, I want to see, I've got the craft box on my mind because I just need to have that alphabet. We are going to see a demo now with the cut and emboss, which is a very different thing, Debbie. But I love them, and I don't mind which one you demo because they're all so beautiful.
Yeah, every one of them are amazing. So if you can stretch to go for the full collection with the stamps, because the stamps coordinate with the design, so they're amazing. And I was also thinking, Derek, that I didn't realise that we launched the buddy bag in this show.
Yes.
It actually means it's quite possible that Sarah won't even get to launch her own bag.
Oh,
because
that's true.
they might go.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, we might just have to gift
well,
her one.
I hope she doesn't moan at us for that. Right, I'm going to start with the B one because I love the B one. It's just an incredible design. There's so many different words on this. I'm going to bring in one of the stamp sets because this stamp set here, which is Home is Where the Heart Is, it's got some great ones on there. So it's got Be You, Just Be You, Be Happy, Queen Bee. So lots of different elements that you can use on that, and I love this one. Now, with cut and emboss folders, the technology in this is amazing because not only do you have a beautiful embossing folder that embosses all this intricate detail, you've also got cutting dies in here as well, which honestly blew my mind the first time cut and emboss folders come out. What you must remember with the cut and emboss folders is normally we would say to emboss where the pattern side is, but what you do want to do is use your dies as your guide. They need to go on top of your card, so you would turn it round where your dies are. We're going to take a piece of white card and pop that on the inside. So what you will see is your dies cutting down into the card as if you were die cutting. Now what you are going to do is use your Gemini machine. We're going to use our top and bottom plate. Now you can add another shim in if you want to. I normally like to use my metal shim as an extra sort of shim, but because we've just got our basic shapes there, I'm just going to pop this through. So pop them through here. The machine itself is going to take them. So the folders are 5 by 7 inches. So if you've got a Gemini Junior and bigger, they're going to fit in all your die cutting machines. If you don't have a Gemini, it's just whatever platform your own die cut machines take. So I'm going to take that out, and you will see that on the inside we've got all our embossing that's done. Now I know I've done it in white, but I'm going to put some ink over the top there, and then we've got all these squares that have been cut out. Now what's great about these cutout squares is we can then use these to pop back in and to use our stamps with. So I'm going to bring my stamps in, we're going to do some stamping, and we're also just going to give some colour to our folder, our emboss folder. So I'm just using Lemon Tonic, so it's just from our Harmony water reactive ink pads, and I'm just going to rub that over the top, and look how that brings out this beautiful embossing. So popping this onto the top. I mean, it's just the right colour, isn't it, to use with this one.
Actually, someone's just suggested, I can't speak today. I only got one, Sharon, I can't speak. Someone suggested that the stars, but I guess it would work for all of them, would work, because these are cutting out the aperture as well, would work out really, really nicely for double or triple shaker cards as well, Debbie.
Oh, they'd be amazing. Yeah, shaker cards, they'd so lend themselves to. I didn't even show any samples. I've gone straight into a demo, and
Oh,
it's
that's
not
all right. No,
like
it's
me.
fine.
I don't normally
We'll
not
do it
show
at the end.
samples. Absolutely. And we have got some shaker cards, which, yeah,
good.
look amazing. So that's, yeah, great idea. So I'm just using 2 colours. So we're using just that lemon tonic and the honey pot around the edges, just to bring that all in. Beautiful colours to use.
Patricia's just suggested these would be great for school photos.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
What a good idea. Yes,
Yeah.
those little mini ones.
Oh,
Yes.
it'll be those pictures of when you were, you know, when you just losing your front teeth from the first set. You got that goofy grin to be in a frame forever and ever. At least the rest of it will look lovely. Do you know what I mean? You'll be embarrassed about it for the rest of your life.
Oh, Johnny was just saying Leo lost his front teeth.
Oh, really?
It's the best thing when it's always when the school photo
It
is,
is.
isn't it?
It's always, isn't it?
Oh my God, that's so cute.
I think actually there's a new business to be had. We should talk to Sarah about this, because this could be a Dragon's Den business, couldn't it? Of, you know, child size 2 front teeth, because they always go missing, don't they? Just before the school photo. Do them in all shapes and sizes, couldn't you? Be amazing.
That is so true.
Why haven't we thought of that before? Wow, that's it. I'm going home now to have that idea.
That's it. Yeah, we're going to see Derek on Dragon's Den
Yeah,
now.
remember where you heard it first.
So I'm just putting some tape on the back, and all I've done is got our black cardstock, and we're just going to pop that straight onto the front. And then just to finish that off, we are going to use our stamps to stamp inside these pieces here. So I'm going to bring my stamping platform in. And then we are going to, it's still a little bit sticky from where I had it on there before. So I'm going to just pop these in, because we can actually pop them in at the same time. I'm just straightening them up. I'm just lining the corners up so I know that they'll be where I want them to be on that line. So then when we do our stamping, and what I am going to do is just bring in our stamps. Let's use our B, and let's have mine, be mine. And then we'll use the actual bee stamp as well.
Cindy's wondering whether the spinner bee will fit in one of the apertures as well.
I think it would be too big for these ones.
Oh, do you think?
Yes, I think it will be too big. Yeah, the spinner dies have a bigger aperture die with them.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
I haven't forgotten your chances to win, by the way. I've still got 2 more giveaways to do. Once we finish this demo, we'll do the second one. And then there'll be another one before the end of the show. So you can't go anywhere. If you had anything planned, just cancel it right now.
So I'm just doing this quickly so we can get this one finished, because we want to get a winner.
Be mine. I love that.
And I love the stamping platform, because we can just go over until we've got our desired stamp on there. And it's great that we can stamp that amount in one go and have all those ready. And then what I'm going to do is pop that to the side, bring our card back in, and then we're just going to use some foam pads to actually hire that up. So I've just got some here.
We'll see as well, what you could do is you could combine, you know, the craft kit technique.
Oh, yes.
You could combine that, couldn't you?
Yes.
With this cut and emboss folder as well. Oh, my word. So that's another reason you've got to have it, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Just reminding you.
Now, all I'm going to do with this one is slightly take them out. So we've got B, and we'll put mine at the bottom there. And
That's quite a good masculine card as well, and the colours you've done it there, Debbie, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I will bring in my other, I have inked the actual middle bits, but just for speed, I will just show you that one and bring in my finished card where I've just popped more of those down, but a similar sort of thing. And actually, this is a good way to show that you can do 2 different ways. It doesn't matter which way round your bees go. So you can do them 2 different way rounds and you get that beautiful effect.
I love it. Oh, actually, just quickly, because we missed the samples at the beginning, Debbie. Let's have a quick look at some of the other samples
Oh,
you've
yes,
got with
good
these.
idea.
Remember, we forgot at the
Absolutely.
top, didn't we?
Yeah,
We
let me
ran
grab
straight
some.
into the demo, but let's have a quick look at what else these can do, because they are superb.
So let's show this one, because this is that shaker one I was telling you about. So we've used one of them for that shaker inside, which
Lovely.
looks amazing.
That's the candy cane one.
Yeah, and this is the candy cane one as well, but look how different it looks.
Wow, yeah.
So that one, it's got the embossing in the background, but it's sort of more of a one colour, where this one we've actually used our colouring mediums to colour that embossing, but you can feel it. The embossing feels really lovely on there, and you can make that into a Christmas card, but what about making it into a Halloween card? Look how different that looks. Just totally different. Maybe a box lid on there, which looks lovely. And then just going into this, I love the star ones because they're the ones that you can use for so many different things. They look amazing. And what about a baby card like this? Just looks absolutely incredible.
And you use your craft kit alphabet to then personalise it with the baby's name?
Yeah, totally. Yes, see, you're thinking like a crafter, Derek. I'm liking it.
Love it.
What about using your metallic ink pads? Look how beautiful that card looks. You just wouldn't even know that that was an embossing folder. It looks amazing.
How would you apply the ink in that case, though, Debbie? Because you've got like a. There's lots and lots of different colours. So
yeah,
pens.
the magnetic ink pads. You can use your pens, but this is softer. This is more your ink pads. This is using it with a brush, water. You can watercolour with them.
You?
Yes, yeah. They look amazing. Looks incredible, doesn't it?
Awesome.
And then what about that window one? I just love that.
People are absolutely loving that one.
Yeah,
So many people in love with that open window die.
Absolutely lovely.
Me too. Love it. Thank you, Debbie. They are so good. £78, $95. Can I just quickly show you again, just before we move on, Johnny? Can I just show you what's in that bundle again? Just because it is so awesome. I'll do it slightly more swiftly this time. But honestly, it's so awesome. In this complete bundle, you get the candy cane, which has that wonderful stripe on the embossing. It cuts out the apertures as well on every one that you see, by the way. This is the floral frame, and there's so much detail. Get your sparkle mediums out on it as well. You're just gonna. This is so cute, isn't it? The little open window. I think it's so cute. Remember, you can buy these individually or buy them on multi-buys as well. But I just think, you know, once you've seen them, it's kind of once bitten, forever smitten. There's your sunburst one. So beautiful. Imagine that, actually, because it's almost a little kind of stairway to heaven kind of image as well, isn't it? You can interpret it in sunshine and in memory, lots of different ways. You know, a picture in there I just think would be awesome, wouldn't it? Something a little bit Art Deco about that as well. There is your Shine Bright with the 3 stars. Would be great for maybe marking achievements, sporting achievements, pictures of the kids, the schools, the school photos, things like that. Be great. Then you've got Be Happy, that's the one that we were just seeing there. And don't forget, in the bundle, you've got the 3 stamp sets. You've got Love and Sunshine, Home is Where the Heart Is, and Reach for the Stars there as well. £78, $95. Right, it's time to make another winner. It's time to make another winner. Where's my gadgetry? This time, we went to Facebook, and this time, we say congratulations, Diane Cup. Congratulations, you. Let's see what's in your goodie bag then, shall we? Let's have a little... Oh, hello. Oh, hello, paper pad. Oh, paper pad and inks and flower dyes and embossing folders and inky stuff and stamps and all sorts. Lucky you, Diane. And we've also awarded you, at no expense spared, a bingo ball. In this case, it is I-16, so make sure you remember that. Oh, I need my winners, by the way. You know, when we announce a winner, we need you to drop a quick email, if you are the winner, to prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and then our team will do the do, and they will arrange for your prize to be sent out. If your bingo ball is picked on Sunday in Second Chance Sunday, you got the chance, well, you will win this. This is huge. It's humongous. And there's a junior in there as well. And our hint of tri-blends and all sorts going on in there. Love it, love it, love it. Right, back to Sarah. No, I know Debbie's here, but the budgie bag's called Sarah. We've launched it today. It's brand new. It's brand new, and it holds 24 of your tri-blend markers. It doesn't have to be your tri-blend markers, by the way. It can be shorter pens. It can be different pens. We've also got a tri-blend, new set of tri-blend aqua markers, haven't we? Coming tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. So you'll need more storage if you're thinking, I've got all the tri-blends, I've got the brush markers, I've got the full collection, Derek. I couldn't possibly need a Sarah. Ah, yes, but we've got tri-blend aqua markers launching tomorrow. So we need to make room for those as well. 24 will fit, and there's a little sort of mini staircase inside there which stages them at 3 different levels. You can get more than 24 in if you want to, but then you have a slight logistics problem, as I found out just before the show, when you want to get the one out in the middle, because you can stuff 34 in there, but we all know what happens there. You have to pull a middle one out in 3. Well, in fact, 2, and then emptying the whole thing, and it's not worth it. And listen, this is called Sarah. It's named after Sarah. You've got to have it. $5.99 or $7.99. There's another new kit on the block today as well from Totally Tiffany, and it's Totally Stephanie for your ink pad storage. This is really, really clever. Love, 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 love these. They're so versatile. This one has like 4 larger drawers inside there for storing your ink pads there. And again, it's good storage on the go, isn't it? Very, very clever indeed. $9.99 or $9.99. That's very clever, isn't it? I like the pricing on Totally Tiffany on budgie bags, because it's generally the same in pounds and dollars. It's brilliant. It's the future, if you ask me. Don't forget, we've still got one more winner before the end of the show as well. Don't forget that. Haven't forgotten that. People loving those cut and emboss folders. Absolutely loving them. Let's go back to where we started this show with our Sharon Callis Butterflies and Blooms collection, which is so beautiful. We saw a demo with this particular one a little bit earlier on. Here's a quick run through of everything you are going to get in the full bundle here at £69 or $85. I say £69 or $85. I know most of you aren't even paying that with your Club Inspire discount. So you get the Mariposa, which is the butterfly die. You also get another one, which is another butterfly die, which is called Vanessa, which is very beautiful indeed. You also have your Thinking of You die, again, which you can cut in and you can cut out. Very simply there. I love, again, the font on this. It's so beautiful. There's also another die as well, just hiding in here, which is called Sending Love. And again, the fonts on that, absolutely stunning. They really are. Then we've got our stamp set. So Butterfly Love, or actually Butterfly Love is a stamp and die set. So you get the stamps and the dies there, which is beautiful. Again, I was just thinking, I don't know about you, but for me, the standout demonstration today in this show, don't listen, Debbie, is that craft kit with the whole eclipse thing going on. That has sparked my mind in so many different directions. You've also got the quilling dies as well, remember. So you've got your peony, and you've got your rose as well, your climbing rose. So you get both of those quilling dies as well. If you weren't here earlier on in the show, Debbie did a full demo of the quilling dies. Oh, and to add insult to injury, director Adam has just called me Debbie. Well, I've had it all today. £69, $85. It's fine. It's just water off a duck's back. Debbie, we're going back to this collection, aren't we? And you're going to show us a different aspect of Sharon's collection, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to recap on the floral dies as well, the quilling dies, because they are so good, but I'm also going to add a little bit of a twist to it as well. So I've already done one. I'm going to cut another one out in a minute, but what we're going to use this time is the Vanessa one. So the Vanessa is different from the Mariposa because it's a one that goes more flatter or wider than the other one one where it's longer. So we're going to pop this through on some craft card, because craft card is just such a lovely medium to work with. So what I'm going to use is my, I cut my first one, so I'm just going to cut that outline die through. And actually while that's going through, I've also got a leaf die from the quilling die, so we're just going to cut that out as well. And then we're going to cut the intricate dies out. Now, like the other one, we've got a butterfly die, the outline fancy sort of die, and then we've got the outline matte and layering die. So you are getting 3 different dies in here. If there was ever a collection to go for that's going to just really pretty up everything that you have in your crafty stash, this is definitely the collection to go for. Sharon Callis is a really well-known designer. She's amazing at what she does. She does these unique designs, and we're very lucky to have her work with Crafters Companion at the moment. So we have got our base die there. Then I'm going to cut out our intricate die. So I think we can get away with going, no, maybe not. So I'll pop that on there, and then we'll just cut out. In fact, I've already got a yellow one cut out. So once that's done, I'll just bring in my yellow one and you'll be able to see. So if we cut out this one, it will create this beautiful butterfly. I love the way this is. It's almost like an abstract butterfly. It's like one of those, you know, you get those sort of unusual butterflies that have those sort of strange shaped wings. It's just a really gorgeous shape. I love this one.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, just something a little bit different. So cutting this one out, just going to give that a little tap, and that will just release it from the die. I mean, look how beautiful that cuts it out, and you probably can't pick it up because, you know, it's very fine detail, but around this butterfly edge, you've got a stitch detail all the way around. I mean, it really adds to just the design of these. Looks amazing. So let's, right, so I have to apologise going a bit quiet there. It's a Zara Zoom. I need to know the technical, the technology terms, don't I? And I also have to understand our director.
Yeah, so I should maybe explain
yes,
that.
we should. I was going to explain. I wasn't going to be rude.
We're in the northeast of England, and our director comes from the extreme northwest of England. In Liverpool, who everybody's heard of Liverpool, and the accent, when you're only hearing it, when you're looking at the person and you're hearing the accent, the two kind of go together. When you're just hearing it, it can sometimes be a little difficult. And Adam, our director, does speak particularly quickly, doesn't he?
You were being very diplomatic then. I think I'm the only one that doesn't, or I'm the one that's not polite enough to say, and I just say, sorry, Adam, I didn't understand.
You have to take a 12-week course.
He's got used to me now. And what's really strange though is I absolutely love Adam's accent. I just wish I could understand it.
Actually, we'll have to get him on air one day, won't we?
Absolutely.
We have to get him to read the instructions from the back of a die and see if anyone can understand a word.
You know what? That would be a good game, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Who knows what Adam's saying?
Definitely, that'd be interesting. Be very interesting.
Nothing like putting Adam on the spot.
He loves it. He loves it.
I don't think our lovely American friends would understand Adam. Yeah, I think they have difficulty sometimes with Sarah. So what I've done here is I've used, I like the effect of having 2 different sort of tones. Sorry, this one, I'm not even going to use this one. I've done a white one, so let me bring in my white one because I want to show off. But look how that transforms. It's put it, oh, it was the right way. Pop it onto there. I mean, look how pretty that is. It's so gorgeous. And then we're gonna, what I've actually done is I've used one of our embossing folders to actually emboss detail into the cutout butterfly. So I'm just going to do the same with the what I was just using to just have some ink over the top. All these sort of things just adds interest to whatever you're doing. And then we're going to pop this back inside, and then our yellow one will go over the top. So it's just a nice sort of rustic feel about this, which looks really cool. So we're going to make a card together. Now, first of all, we are going to just do a bit more quilling. Now, what I want to show you is how how we can double up the quilling. So I'm going to pop this through. So we're just going to cut another one. So pop in that onto there. If you want to stick it down, you can use low tack tape and so it doesn't shift, but I'm quite confident in knowing that will be okay. But if you did worry about your dies moving, just use some low tack tape and stick it down. So what's fabulous about these is they cut beautifully well. They have a perforated seam in the middle, which means that you can fold them. Now, what I would say is fold them the way that they should be. So you see the outside cutting edge on the inside, because when you quill them, it's the inside petals that you're bringing outwards. So I'll show you what I mean. So just pinch them in. You can see they all go in together lovely. And then I'm just using the back of my finger now just to run that down to stick those together. And then we're going to use our red liner tape to pop on that seam. So you can get this red liner tape from our website. It's 3 millimeters that you want, and that's the perfect size to go on the bottom of your quilling. Because I'm pretty sure we do it in a 6 mil and a 3 mil. So just in case you're wondering, make sure you use the 3 mil one, and it's the perfect size. So again, I'm not using any quilling tool. You can, or you can use a pokey tool. You're just going to start off by wrapping it round the actual ends and just rolling it up. So really, really simple. Once that starts to go, it's then even easier just to roll that and stick it down. And because you're using red liner tape, it sticks super quickly.
Debbie, sorry, my brain's just having a little bit of a whirl, but if you stuck two together, like the fat ends together in the middle, would you end up with a bigger flower, or would it just not work, do you think?
What I'm going to do now, Derek, yes?
Oh, really?
So yes, absolutely. Now, this is a really good little trick.
I had no idea you were about to do this, by the way.
No, absolutely not. So I always cut that little end off because you don't need that bit on here. Right. Now, even though you've got smaller flowers, what it actually does, it just bulks out. So you actually just continue to take it round. I know. How funny is that? And I know you didn't know I was doing that.
I had no idea.
So it is. You could keep doing this, Derek, and make bigger flowers, but look how amazing these then look. You've got just that bigger flower, and you could keep doing that until you make those lovely roses. Oh, this is the peony one, but look how gorgeous they look. Just really, really pretty.
I wonder what would happen then. And listen, you're going to have to find this out when you get the bundle, whether you went, okay, I'm going to take one set of the quilling petals from the peony and one from the climbing rose and combine the two. I wonder what you'd get then.
Oh yes, yeah, you could use two, and you could use coordinating colours. You haven't got to use the same colours.
That's true. You could use different shades, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to stick our intricate die over. So what I'm going to switch to is the dotty tape pens. Now remember, they're on a really good offer at the moment. So the dotty tape pens are great for your intricate die cuts because the dots will only affix to the actual die cut where you need it. So you don't get any of that sticky stuff in between. When
you look at the deal that is on those at the moment, and £38, $54 for 12 of them is bonkers. Now, we aren't, and I'm sure Sarah will be absolutely fine with me saying this, we aren't the most affordable tape pens in the world, but for the length of the tape pens that you are getting and the quality of the glue, I believe that we actually are the only one to go to. Because yes, you can get very, very affordable tape pens that are like, I don't know, 5 meters or something. And the glue will be, I'm telling you now, will be inferior. There's no two ways about it. Leanne road tested, 15, 20 different glues and kept rejecting and saying, no, not that one, and no, not that one, and no, not that one. I need it to be malleable and I need it to be permanent as well. I need it to really do what it says on the tin. It can't just look pretty, it's got to do the job as well. And they are stunning. They are really, really amazing. And actually, the reason I draw your attention to the price is because if you divide your price over there on the graphics, if you divide that down by 12, that is an awesome, awesome price tag. I would say grab them now while they're on the birthday deal. You get double points for everything you spend. You get stacked up with your tape pens for I don't know how long, because they last forever and ever and ever. Debbie, don't they, these tape pens? They're so good.
Yeah, they're really good. They last such a long time. There's 22 meters, I believe, on them. And they're just amazing. What I find amazing about them is the fact that you can use them and they don't fall apart. Your projects just do not fall apart. Because in case anyone doesn't know, they're called tape pens, but they're not tape. They're glue pens. They're actually glue in them. They don't leave a tape, they leave a glue, which means if you use them on your projects and you heat them with your fingers, it makes it more stickier, which means they bind even better. So the strength in them is incredible. So for all your construction or your card making, they truly are amazing tape pens to use.
I've just had a really funny message come through from Ulrika on Facebook. You'll love this, Debbie. Ulrika says we should have some sad music in the background for this message, really, because Ulrika says, I just don't understand how I will return to the real world after these wonderful birthday parties. How will I manage the life after? All I can tell you is that Crafters TV will continue after the birthday deals. New launches will continue after the birthday. Amazing deals will continue after the birthday. Weekly cart load will continue after the birthday. So don't worry, we'll all still be here. Like one big happy family, we go together after the birthday as well. I mean, this is just the first 15 years. Imagine the next 15.
But look how beautiful that is. And you're absolutely right. I didn't mean to stop there because, yeah, can you imagine? This is 15 years and how far as Sarah took the company. It's incredible. We're so happy to be part of the team. But then to have other designers come in like Sharon Callis and be able to bring you products like this is out of this world. And they're so beautiful. I mean, who wouldn't want to make a card like this?
I think lots of people, it's funny, isn't it? And it's the same in the fabric world. In the fabric world, if you say to people free motion quilting, they're like, anyone that's just done a little bit of sewing would go, free motion quilting, no, run for your life. And in the papercraft world, when you say quilling, you go, no, I haven't had 40 years experience, run for your life. But this gives you instant results, doesn't it? I've got so many people who are just going, hooray for the quilling, because I love the look. But I'm forever going out and buying paper flowers, let's admit it. We're all going out and buying paper flowers to finish off our cards, when actually it's as simple as a die cut that you can use any of your scraps to make, and you just red liner tape and literally roll it together and you've got a flower. It's amazing. Diane says, I've never done quilling. These are so lovely. I've got to have a go at them. Mary Jane on YouTube says, Debbie's great helpful tips on using the quilling dies. But they're so simple. They almost explain themselves, don't they? And Eileen is loving that card. Yeah, me too. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, let's talk about card for a second, shall we? Because we've got two brilliant collections and selections of glitter cards. 60 sheets in each, and I'll show you the festive set. The festive set is the most popular. In fact, to be honest with you, since I started here at Crafters Companion, which was July, August, June, somewhere somewhere like that, I've never been able to buy Christmas red or Christmas green in any of our card stock, because every time I've gone to look at it, Centura Pearl or the glitter card, gone. All the rest, yep, fine, you know, get hold of those. So this has the Christmas red, the rose gold, the Christmas green, royal blue, solar gold and pale silver. You're saving over 30% on that deal as well, by the way. So as you can see there, it should be nearly £24, and it's $15.50, and it should be $35.70, and it's just $23.50. So it's a really nice saving. Out of the two glitter card bundles that we have, that is the most popular. It's moving the quickest right now, but there is another selection as well. And to be honest, even though this isn't a festive selection, it's a good all-rounder. Let me tell you, I really, really like this selection. I think, as I say, after this show, I think I'll be doing a little bit of shopping as well. That craft kit, I think, definitely has to be coming home with me, one way or the other. So this is what we're calling the everyday glitter card selection. Every time I come in here, that's it. Like I'm shopping. Like I don't get paid to do this job anymore because it comes straight back into the company. Anyway, ivory, copper, baby blue, enough of my worries, baby pink, lilac and black. I'm complaining, and listen, I sit home and have hours and hours and hours of pure pleasure escaping from the everyday world and enjoying my crafting. It's just that I've got to have everything. Like you, keep adding to your stash. This is very, very popular. Again, same saving on this one, 30% saving, and you're getting 10 sheets of each there for you. £15.50, $23.50. See, I have a plan here because there's a craft kit here that's not even opened. Not even opened yet, that one. I'll show you the one that is open down here and show you the reason why you have to have this Eclipse stamping craft kit. And for me, it's entirely this. If we had this in some, don't think I've got any product packaging here at the moment. Bear with, back in a moment, won't be a second. Right, okay. If this were in some Crafter's Companion packaging, like thus-ish, I mean, it would look slightly more elegant, and that was £24.99, would you not be happy? Would that not be... I need to put this back. Sorry, my brain tells me I need to put this back where it came from, because otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. I just know I'll be in trouble. More trouble than I'm already in. If that, I'm waiting for the email. It's there waiting for me. There is your alphabet dies. I mean, and that's not all that is in this craft kit. Shall I? Oh, Debbie, are you going to do it?
It's because you want to, don't
I do.
you, Derek?
I kind of do. I kind of only want that. I'd be happy to give you the £24.99 for that and say, here, you can have the rest. I'm fine with that. But inside, beautifully, beautifully wrapped inside, is your gorgeous set of stamps, which I know, sorry, you can't see them, it's like an invisible set of stamps. There you go, it's lots of lovely florals and all sorts. You've got envelopes in there. You can make a bare minimum of 24 cards in this, by the way. I hope I've got everything here. You've got your matting papers, so your plain papers, which are double-sided as well, as you can see. So you've got those. You've got your little gorgeous gems. Look, I love a gem. Honestly, I keep buying them. Whenever I go to the craft stores, that's it. I'm forever buying gems, and I want us to do more and more and more. You get coordinating ribbons that go with your papers. Now, as Debbie said earlier, to get 3 different sizes of ribbons in the stores that are all the same colour, you'll be lucky, because they might have stock of one, but then they'll go straight from that size to an enormous size. Do you know what I mean? And really difficult to get the colour matching. So that's been done for you. And look at these pattern papers. Oh my word! Look, the sheer number of them and the different styles of the paper as well. Some of them are like a tie-dye, like a batik. Some are like a lovely floral. I mean, some look like a vellum. I mean, that looks like a vellum or a parchment, doesn't it? It's absolutely stunning. And you're getting all of those. But for me, again, I'm going to put all of this back in. But for me alone, and it's not about me, it's about you, but I shop and I think in the same way as you do when I'm shopping. I think if you offered me an alphabet die, a full alphabet, that kind of size, I'd have that for £24.99. Now, stock-wise, Johnny, where are we? Right, we are approaching a third of the stock. I'm not surprised. This is not going to be around for long, by the way. If you're on the HSN Auto ship, this is still to come, I believe, and it is number 29. This is number 29, and I'm definitely putting in my order at the end of the show. Anyway, Debbie, let's have a look at some samples and see what this can do for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So eclipse basically is, if you think of what the moon does when it eclipses, is what we're trying to do with these words. And it's a really unique, interesting way of doing a completely different style of card. I love them because it's almost like it's hidden, but it's not hidden. You just have to look, not hard, but you do have to look to see what that word says in here. So you can see you've got that smile in there. And when you sort of move it from side to side, backwards and forwards, it just pops out that little bit more. And the more you sort of put them slightly to the side, the more you can see them, or you can hide them a little bit more. So just this one where it says thanks on there, it just looks amazing. And what's really good about having an alphabet is you can put whatever name or whatever word that you want on there. So you can see our hugs in there, but if you've got, let's say, a Lily or an Anne, any name, you can personalize it. And how much fun would a little girl or a little boy, I mean, you could do any of your stamps that you've got at home, any of your papers that you've got there, and you can actually really personalize it with what that person would like.
Debbie, darling, sorry
yes.
to interrupt.
No,
have you got a
absolutely.
ruler over there?
I have.
Because somebody's asking about the size.
Of
How
the-
tall are the alphabet dies? Because obviously the width will change, because an I is a little one, and an H or an M or a W is a big one. But let's go for height, shall we, Debbie?
So the height is 2 centimetres.
So about 3/4 of an inch, isn't it? Something like that?
Yes,
Right?
yeah. So 2 centimetres with the maximum of probably about 1.5 to 2 if you're going for an M or a H.
Brilliant.
So yeah, so not a bad size at all.
Lovely.
And that's it. So that's our lovely samples, yeah, which are really lovely.
Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Nandia says that the craft kit boxes are simply divine. It's like a little present, all wrapped up with the gorgeous goodies inside. So beautiful to look at, and also so many different things to craft with as well. Yeah, I think actually, I see quite a lot of people who appear on the Craft House on a Saturday have these lovely shelves behind them, and they've got all of their craft kits all neatly, you know, in their shelves and whatever. And I'm thinking, yeah, that could be a thing in my life as well. $24.99, it's absolutely brilliant. Right, another winner. Another winner on Crafters TV. Our final winner of the day. Oh, hello, paper pad. Oh, hello, dies. Hello, inks. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, there's all sorts going on in this one. Oh, 3D embossing folder. There's all sorts going in. They're quite weighty, these prize bags as well, by the way. They're well worth winning. Where's my gadget so I know who's won? I'm so good at this. Right, bag number 3. Or we go to YouTube. YouTubers, stand by. Coletta Cooper, you are my third and final winner of this show. I have a bingo ball for you as well, which is, can you ever see that from that distance? N45. Let's see if I can get it closer. Don't move. N45, yay! Autofocus worked. It won't work for the rest of the day, but it worked then. There we go. It's complete. Is that out of focus now? Oh, sorry. N45 going into the bingo machine. The no expense spared hamster wheel that is the prize selector. And here's what you can win on Sunday's Second Chance Sunday if your bingo ball is pulled out. So congratulations, Coletta Cooper. I need you to drop me a quick email, please, if you would, to prizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk. prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Jolly good. See, we're such a worldwide business. Right, Sarah. Sarah's back. No, Debbie's still over there, but this buddy bag is called Sarah. We've only just launched it today. Now, look at this as a way of staging your tri-blend markers, which is brilliant. And you might be thinking, oh, you're sitting there thinking, Derek, I don't need any storage for my tri-blend pens. I've got every one that you've got in the complete collection, every one you've ever bought out. You know we're launching some tri-colour aqua markers tomorrow, don't you? With Sarah. So you'll be having some of those. So you'll be needing one of these, at least one of these, let me tell you. So this is really, really good because it's got the little staircase inside, which stages your pens at 3 different levels as well. And it just makes it very, very easy to access. As with all of the Totally Tiffany storage as well, you can, it wasn't me. It wasn't, I don't think it was me anyway. Was it me? Wasn't me, was it? It's the 10 to 6 reminder. Is it someone else's phone? Is it? Somebody else left their phone in here. Is it? I think it might be. I think it might be, mightn't it? It's the only person, isn't it? Oh, is it somebody else? Oh, Debbie Fisher, was it you? Oh, sorry. There's me called it out as well. Oh, terrible.
The worst thing is it's on silent.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How bizarre.
It's a reminder.
It's
the
a reminder.
reminders
It's
are
a
not
reminder
silent.
to get out of here in 10 minutes. $5.99 or $7.99 in dollars for your Sarah Buddy bag. It happens all the time, doesn't it? Happens all the time, doesn't it? Now, quick reminder of your cut and emboss folders, which are absolutely amazing. I'm so sorry, Debbie. There's me calling it out, honestly. What a supportive colleague. There I am. Debbie's got her phone on. Oh, terrible. Anyway, let's talk cut and emboss folders, shall we? Because these are really, really cool. You get 6 different cut and emboss folders. You get the candy cane, which is really cool. So it cuts out the aperture in the centre and gives you that wonderful candy stripe embossing. You've also got the floral frame, again, which is so, so beautiful. Remember, the cut and emboss is cutting out the aperture in the centre and doing the embossing around the outside as well. This one is just the cutest, isn't it? Because it's the open window. That is just beautiful. You've got to have that, haven't you? You can do these individually on a multi-buy as well on the folders, remember. So that's the open window. Then there is the sunburst, which for me is very, very Art Deco, very sort of a nod to yesterday. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Then you've got the stars, which is Shine Bright. And then you've got the Be Happy with the lovely hexagons through it as well. And then you've got 3 stamp sets in this bundle. You've got Be Happy. No, you've got Love and Sunshine. Home is where the heart is, and you've got Reach for the Stars as well, which of course we all know is a very, very well-known line from a very, very well-known song as well from our friend's Steps. Do you ever sing along to any Steps in the car, Debbie, when you're... Oh, it is S Club 7, isn't it?
That's what
So listen to the pop fans in there. S Club 7. It's an S Club party, everyone. Sorry. Do you sing to them then?
I've done karaoke to S Club 7 before, yes. When you said that, I thought, I'm sure Steps didn't sing that.
I know. And do you know, the shame of that is I've been in the front row of an S Club 7 concert as well. I'd like to say it was many years ago, but it wasn't that many years ago. Anyway, Debbie, get me out of this. Show me some samples.
Yeah, let's go on to some embossing, not singing.
Yeah.
You deserve that, Derek, after trying to make me sing all that time.
I know.
So let's take a look at some of these folders. They are magnificent. What's so clever is in one pass, in one card, you're going to be able to cut out and emboss. So this one has been done very cleverly. It's a card blank which has been cut out inside, and then another piece of card cut out and put over the top, so it's giving you that aperture as well as that extra piece on the top, which looks really cool. So I'm just going to show one card of each. I love this one. There's so many different things that you could use this for, and it's a really nice folder to use. That window one is just a fabulous one to have. So any new homes, you know, if you're moving abroad, anything that you want to do that's lovely, even a wedding card, maybe a picture frame, anything like that. Maybe making a box with that candy cane folder. It just looks amazing. So this one's been done by using the ink pads just to highlight that candy cane. One of my favourites is definitely the floral one. I think that's a lovely one, especially when it cuts that beautiful frame on the outside, and the fact that we can use that on one piece of card looks amazing. And then I really love this card, just that new baby card. And this one hasn't been made into a shaker card, but that would look amazing made into a shaker card, and just really lovely. And if you've done it in different colours, in your pink colours, you could then make it into a little girl's card as well as a little boy's card. So what I am going to do is we're going to sort of combine 2 of the sets. So I'm going to use some of Sharon Callis's stamp and dies, but we're going to use that beautiful floral frame. So a really nice technique which I love to use on embossing folders, and you can still use it. A lot of people ask me if you can still do a letterpress technique in a cut and emboss folder. So you can, what I would say is if you're going to use a darker ink pad, so I'm going to use my Tulip, but if you was to use, let's say, the fuchsia could dye the sponge on the inside, because this is just like a soft sponge which takes the pressure of your die cut while it's embossing at the same time. So all I would say, as long as you don't mind staining your folder, because it won't do it any harm at all, just go ahead and go around the outside. So you can see it's coming onto there, but I can wipe that off and it will come away. But with a stronger colour, it might actually stain the folder itself. So all I'm doing is making sure we're covering all of that embossing on the inside of our folder. Then I'm going to place my card on here. Let's just turn that round because I don't want ink on that side. So fold that in, and then we're just going to use our base cutting plate and our top cutting plate. So that's all you need, because they are actually a 2D embossing folder. And then we're going to pop that through our Gemini machine. Now, if you did want to get a really an even deeper emboss, you could use your metal shim as well to go through, and that would work perfectly fine. So, but I'm just using the 2 top and bottom plates. And then when we take that off, look how beautiful this has come out. Take off there, that middle bit, and then that gives us that beautiful embossing, but that letterpress technique where it's gone through to the outside.
It's almost like ceramic pottery kind of look, isn't it? It's really nice and soft and delicate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a really nice way of doing those. Now, what I am going to bring in now is Sharon's Stamp and Dies. Now, I love this set. So this is our Butterfly Love. Now, the Butterfly Love comes all of these different stamp sets and dies, which is amazing. So you've got all different background stamps, you've got all your sentiments, and you've got these beautiful big butterflies, as well as your small butterfly dies. I mean, this is packed with actual die cuts that you can use. So what we're going to use is this biggest stamp. Just take that off, place our card underneath. Let's just pop that on there and hold that into place. And then we can pick our stamp up, and this time I'm going to use a darker colour, so we're going to use our fuchsia. So rubbing this down, give that a tap. So this one I've switched colours, I've gone to the opaque pigment because I like the chalky colour finish, and also I want to use the pink glitter because the pink glitter card is absolutely beautiful and it just works really well with these colours. So just popping that down, and it gives us that really lovely pop. Now, if you wanted to build up that colour, just go in, put another colour down, another layer, and you'll really build up that vibrancy of that butterfly. And it just looks absolutely gorgeous. So that's our butterfly stamp. And then what we can do is die cut it out. So if you get your large die. Now, because it's a see-through die, you can stamp first and then you can die cut. So you can see it will completely go around the edges. You just line that up until you find where that goes, and then you would die cut that out, and then it would cut out your beautiful die cut there, which is amazing. So really nice set there to have. So I'm going to bring these in. What I've also done, I did stamp out and cut the other butterfly as well, because I wanted to show the 2 different butterflies that you get in that set. So both really lovely ones. Aren't they amazing, Joe? Was you going to say something then? Yeah. And then you get both of those stamps. So both of those come in that one set. So really lovely design. I love this one though. It almost looks like it's got pearls hanging from it. So they'd be really nice to put your gems on as well. So this, look at that. How gorgeous is that pink glitter card? It's just beautiful. I've actually not seen a pink glitter card like this before. It's just lovely. So what we are going to do is just mat and layer these up together. So I'm just going to grab here.
Oh, while you're putting that together, Debbie, I've got some very, very important news from our stores, because we have store winners every day as well, because we're celebrating our birthday. So what we've done today in our Chesterfield store is the 25th customer who's come through the door has won a £25 voucher. That's pretty good, isn't it? And so Leonie Shield, congratulations. She just popped. She might have just popped in for a roll of red liner tape today, and just happened to be the 25th customer through the door. And we said, oh, excuse me. She's like, oh, no, did I tread on you? Have I bought mud in or something on my shoe? No, here's a £25 voucher to spend, courtesy of Crafters Companion. And so even if you come into our stores, we're doing that every day. And see, you never know whether you're going to be number 25, even if you think, right, I'll just nip in. Hello. Oh, no, it's not me. Right, I'll come back later. An hour later, hello, here I am again. And that's happening at both our Chesterfield and our Evesham stores as well. Do you know, I was not far away from Evesham a couple of weeks ago, and I should have popped in.
There we go. But look how pretty, combining those two different sets together, and they just look beautiful.
Stunning. Love it. Debbie, thank you so much. When are you back on these shores of Crafters
I don't know
Television?
where I'm back up here, but I am down at Create and Craft on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So I'll be celebrating the birthday in the studios there.
And they've got huge, I mean, I don't know whether it will still be there by now, but they've got a huge, massive 3 or 4 tier birthday cake there, and the biggest balloons that you've ever seen in purple. So that's going to be fun. So we'll look out for Debbie later in the week on Create and Craft. Thank you so much, Debbie. It was a lot of fun as well. I even got you to sing, so that was good. I'm happy with that. Tomorrow, here at Crafters TV, it's myself and Sarah. We are going to have a brilliant day because we've got a birthday softer side tomorrow, which is lovely, which is a lovely fabric show. And we've got some new multimedia dyes being launched in that tomorrow, I do believe. And then we've got a launch party. Oh, yeah. Up goes the rocket because we've got a launch party on our brand new Tricolour Aqua markers. What? What are they? Well, you're going to have to be here tomorrow to find out. If you're in the US as well, would you stick around? I mean, you can have an hour off now, but then come and join us on the Crafters Companion US page in an hour's time with myself and Sarah. I'm telling you no more. Be there. You will definitely want to be there. And don't forget to join us for both of our shows here on Crafters TV tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of Monday, I think it might be. Yes. Enjoy it. See you later.